Hello everyone and welcome to the Faustian Man's live stream of EVE Online. Currently I am docked in GE and I hear there's baddies out there. However, my concern is not too much today with the fleet. Maybe see if we could roam around in this experimental live stream of EVE Online. Currently I am docked in GE and I hear there's baddies out there. Alright, so this is an experimental fit right here, and what we're going to do is try it out in this experimental stream. Oh my gosh, that's really annoying. Oh, Twitch, you must work on your feedback thingy. Anyway, let's undock without further ado. I hear there's baddies out there. See if we can blow past them and find some good fights. I think everything is set up the way it should be. Looks like we have a MOA fleet. Alright. Looks like the MOA fleet is bubbled. It's quite interesting. You know what we'll do? We'll move to, I believe they came through V3. Let's see if we can, what we can catch around the V3 area. Oh, look at that. They have friends. They have quite a lot of friends. Let's see. Look at this. Guardians. Alright, the Guardians. And Picard X, our favorite friend. Let's say hello to Picard X. Always giving us content. Always nice enough to hang around. It takes a special type of person to hang around the GE place. We can't help but respect that. Let's see, we have one in. You know, I still, as much as I run these things, I still don't know the locations that well. Rather unfortunate that is. Looks like we have a bro following us. A French bro. Okay. When I first started playing, I couldn't stand the stiletto. I didn't like it at all. It's grown on me, I must say. Push bite. That sounds familiar to me. That's interesting. 2 newts. Let's see where they're employed. Alright. So they're friends or somebody is dual boxing. G or I? Let's go G.
Warp drive active.
Picard X is rather formidable in a Garmer, especially. I would have hung out in VE and see if I can kill any stragglers, but that doesn't look like it was going to happen. Looks like Picard X had the same idea. See if we can get a scan on those ships now. And wait, did I just see something with a similar name? Push Byte 2. Okay, so this must be his alt. I don't know what this GJO. Who lives here? This spaceship? Spaceship Samurai live here? Nerfed. Okay, let's go this one. Again, I'm just picking random gates. Like, I would use Dalan if I knew how to use it, but I really don't. And I don't like the layout. It's rather ugly. You know, it's a kick-ass layout. This. Look at that. There's this big green line. Oh. Do you know where I want to hang out? I know where I can go. Okay, never mind this. Never mind all this, Razzmatazz. I was in the coolest part of space last night, and maybe I can head back there. What was he in? Let's see if we can catch something. Okay. I have no idea where he is. Let's do a little meta. POCOKPTI. Okay, flash. He likes. Alright, he looks like he's a solo-ish pilot, kind of. I know Kadeshi don't fly really solo too much.
Warp drive active.
But then again, neither do we. So what's fair is fair, right? Again, we have Push Bite, an unnamed killer.
Drive active.
Similar name, huh? Professor Bush, Push Bite. Now the story behind my name is I used to play DC Online a lot. That was such a favorite game. I just didn't like Sony, and I used to, like to do cash things. I never liked tying my credit card to things and such. And then credit cards, Sony had those hacks. It really turned me off to the thing. But I love that game so much. And it was so cool because it wasn't like... This is like the MMO with the buttons, and you click a button and it repeats the action, and, you know. DC Online was really cool because you actually had to do, like, combos and moves and stuff like that. So it just wasn't pushing a button. That's what I really enjoyed about it. And for Eve, the button things work. For Guild Wars 2, I went to Guild Wars because I was looking for an MMO. And I went to Guild Wars afterwards, and it was just... I don't like running around, just automatically firing your arrows or whatever. I was really much more into the, you know, learn the button tactic, combos, blocks, and that was really cool. It really took off on the PlayStation Network. No wonder why, because it was, you know, you could use a nice controller with it. But I mean, even the keyboards and the mouse clicks, that was probably one of my favorite MMOs. And yeah, it was really great. I liked it a lot because of that aspect of it. There's a lot of hacks. There's a lot of cheaters, but it was a fun game. And you know, I liked playing the PvE side, the PvP. I thought they set that up brilliantly. What else? It was just a great game. It really was. And like, in my heart of hearts, I would go back to it if I could, but I don't know how the servers are nowadays, if a lot of people still play. I know they cut down on the budget because they had went from full rendered screens to like just having in-game animation with a little bit of voiceover. So they used to have these beautiful movies. I mean, if you check out like the Superman Exobyte trailer or whatever it's called. They're amazing. I mean, someone had cataloged them all on the internet already, and you know, edited them together. They are really amazing. Unfortunately, I never got to play as a villain. So, what does he fly? This might be slightly interesting. This is kind of a through area where I am. And I was here. I was here last night, running a mission.
Warp drive.
Or a complex. But getting back to DC Online, it was... Man, that game was so good. It was so good, and... They did it right. They really did. Nowadays, I hear that a lot of people don't play on the US PC side, so... It was a shame. I never got to play the villain side. You know, I didn't want to play the villain side, but I heard that there's all these other animations there and everything, so it was kind of cool. And I mean, they even had Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, the animated series, and you know, who's one of the most identifiable voices of Batman, voiced the stuff in there, the motion. It was so cool. Brainiac. But they weren't a very open company, I'd say, Sony. They didn't really want to react with you. People say stuff about CCP being like, we want nothing to do with you. Sony was even worse. They would not do any type of press. Like, their interviews, you could tell that were entirely way too corporate. For instance, okay, there's this one interview I remembered. The story is that Brainiac has bottled the city. It means he puts these force fields around parts of the city. And the interviewer was saying, wouldn't it be kind of cool if, pardon me, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we had Brainiac as part of like a player event, if you could unbottle the buildings and stuff? He's like, maybe. I can't say. I'm not at liberty to say. What other things you have planned in the future? I'm not at liberty to say. I understand because it's you know, a similar line with what's its name, CCP. You really can't talk about things in the future too much, but you can. I mean, even the dev blogs, what they hint at, this thing was like nothing. You got nothing out of them. So you really felt like, you know, it was their game and you were just playing it, rather than with CCP, you kind of feel that you do have a voice and you can shape the outcome of the game. And with Sony, it was clear that they weren't going to tell you anything, and what they gave you, you were going to like. And they really didn't have that back and forth. Like, okay, let's take a recent controversy in this one, which was multi-boxing, right? Apparently enough people complained where they complained about the metrics. And, I mean, not the metrics. You know, enough people came where metrics took notice and they banned whatever that was, ISOBox. For DC Online, it really wasn't like that. It was, you know, this is underpowered and this is overpowered. Nothing was done. And then, like, revisions later, maybe something was done, but it didn't reflect the community change. And that was DC Online. So the feeling you got from it was entirely different. What is nice about EVE Online, though, it rewards you for not playing it. Hey, look, another GE. It rewards you for not playing it. So in other words, the whole time I'm not playing, I'm still leveling up, skilling up, and I'm not spending ISK. I could be making ISK other ways, actually, in the meta. But I'm not spending ISK. And in a game that's more traditional, like Guild Wars 2 or DC Online, you have to log in and run the dailies. And I can understand why that gets a little tedious.
Warp drive active.
I didn't mind though with DC Online, man. I did not mind at all. But then again, I really enjoy, you know, comics and such. But if, like, you could take the, not the culture, because they're too different, but like the dedication of that EVE community, put in DC, you'd have something great. And I had a player market base too. Somewhat of a player market base. Not as complex as EVE, of course. I think they didn't know what they had. And then I think there was too much of a splinter between the PlayStation and USPC. USPC was more cultured, of course, because it just is. On the PC version, people paid for their subscriptions if they did, and it was much better. And the PlayStation version was much more centric on the PvP. This is a fun, like, just button masher. What are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do?
Warp drive active.
Well, sometimes I still like looking at where it is. You know, let's see. Let's see if I go to. Let's see where DC Online is today. And everyone, just like you were saying, you know, it's in its death throes. It's in its death throes. Now, I wonder if this is more just in-game animations. Oh man, that was so good. So I think a lot of these are going to be from the PlayStation network, and it really became that kind of thing, console. Oh, Hello. So yep, that's what it became.
Warp drive active.
It is pretty quiet in these upper parts of wherever the hell I am. Where is this in relation to GE? So Lifeline, how's it going? Where the hell is it? So I'm in the I'm in Northern Catch by Providence? Okay. Been living out here for like over a year, and I still don't know the layouts that well.
Warp drive active.
But what can we catch? Proteus? Hello, Nadia. You are... You're in the Proteus probably because you're French. Probably an exploration Proteus, and I would have gotten my... I would have been killed pretty quickly. If I could even capture the thing. I'm so far away. I'm still in catch, and I guess I could get in comms, but I mean, I'm still so far away from GE, I'm dead. Like, I am dead. It'd be pretty funny, though, to get on comms and be like, hey, everyone, I'm in CBLXP. Come help me. I have a Proteus tackled. I'm dead. Come on, let's jump. Oh, Remy. Is that who she's looking to? Piloting modestly. Wow, if I was like Radar, this would be a Radar's paradise, right?
Warp drive active.
There is not much here. Let's take a look at Nadia Stark and see what she is about. Does she fly with a hull full of Plex? Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's what killed her. I thought she was just actually that bad, and it almost made me want to turn around and see if I'm like, can I get it? There's a Varga tackled in GP USA? Oh, let's head out there if I can make it. I have a little bit of jump fatigue. Ooh, that's 39 jumps. Man, that would have been good though. Really? You know, with the jump bridge, it's still kind of... you know what, I'm gonna... Like, there's nothing up here, I might as well head down there. Thank you for the info. Wow. Wow, this is really quiet up here in Northern Catch. I was more under the impression that, you know, a lot of people were up here killing, you know, brave people, but there's even a station here. Oh, we could totally rat, right? It's a bunch of asteroid belts. I should really run a fleet up, a riding fleet up here.
Warp drive active.
Hey, thank you very much. Are you in Brave Lifeline?
Warp
Oh,
drive
cool. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Let's see. And if you're not in Brave, oh, everyone is. So am I. I mean, it's just one of those things. Most people don't even fire back when they get they get into PvP. And they just kind of panic and their brain turns to mush. But throw an alt in, or just come fight us.
warp drive active.
Oh, cool, Nolly. Yeah, I streamed that one thing with Nolly a while ago, and then I was in this other fleet that we were helping Nolly with harass the goons. That was kind of fun.
Warp drive active.
Oh, nice, thanks. That is something that I mean, industry is totally beyond me. If I can't lock it up, forget it. Like it's so much work, and you have to know so much things and materials and costs.
Warp drive active.
Chimeras are very nice though, or chimeras. Chimera. That's a cool part of the game too. It's so cool to build those things. Good philosophy. We just had an industry person leave who was a director of Brave. I had no idea who this person was, and apparently he was in. He ran a buyback program, so he was buying stuff, and then he decided to take all the money and run. But he was in like the dojo, the Brave dojo, which is like for new players to learn how to play in Brave newbies. Suggesting that people trust him and use like his services the day before. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like,
Warp drive.
really? You're going after like brand new players? Could they have that much? I don't know. And apparently it was like 40 bill. I have no idea if that's a lot. It's a lot to me, but so it was like 1 bill. Oh, look, here's somebody. Raver 2. Let's see. So this looks like an ibis. Huh, an ibis. I don't think I want to kill an ibis, even if it's might not be him. Let's take a look at who Raver 2 is. Let's see. There he is. And he... Yeah, exactly. Do not trust anyone. Ever. I don't even know what that thing is. Do you know what this thing is? A compression array? So apparently Raver has kills, but they look like they're industry things. Let's take a look at his losses.
Warp drive active.
Okay, he likes the ship that looks like pants. Was it the Pilgrim, right? What the hell is this thing called? I think it's called the Pilgrim. Arbitrator. Oh, totally gone. Okay, that shows you how much I know about Mars ships.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, and plus I kind of hoard more. I don't do the buyback program. I should. But I really just have a whole bunch of crap in my station. So much crap.
Warp drive active.
It's like I hoard. I'm so bad. How I made my money when I played to fund the PvP was that I didn't train drones up all the way, right? So what I did was I used to fly around after the battles and scoop. It's like a janitor. Scoop up the Warrior 2s and sell them back, or any of the 2 drones, or maybe I'd get lucky and get a Sentry drone. Oh, it's big money. And that's how I made a lot of my ISK. A lot of new players actually do that too. It works quite well.
Warp drive active.
There's Push Bite and Named Killer again.
Warp drive active.
This is quite a nice expanse of catch. It looks kind of quiet too.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so here's 2 nukes. Oh, Evoke. Evoke is German, I think. Hey, Moonman, how's it going? I think Evoke was the ones we fought and got our asses handed to us when we tried to do the moons in Barliget. I'm pretty sure that was Evoke. Oops. And Ares. Let's see if we can catch that Ares. I'm doing quite well. Might not catch that Ares. This is really bad. No, he looks like he might be gone already. Yep, he's gone already. So Evoke was this, I think they were, I'm almost positive they were Germans. It was like our first quasi-war after Usurper, or between that. And they just killed us like left and right. It was pretty funny. Station can't, we couldn't even undock from a station. It was hilarious. And we weren't, I think they were Null Sec right on the border. And we were on the low sec side. And we were just getting killed to things like bubbles and bombs and things we didn't understand. And then Lumpy Mayo, who was in our, who does like the moons and the past stuff, he was like, train interceptors, train it. But I didn't know what that meant. I don't think anyone knew what that meant. And we didn't understand that, you know, you could go right through the bubbles. And he's like, just train interceptors and burn tacks. No clue. And then I finally trained Covert Ops. when I can cloak, I thought I was invincible. Like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. Then, of course you die from that a few times too, because you're just bad. Oh, this is nice space. This is almost like Barliget.
Warp drive active.
Tenafreeze? Huh. This is really pretty. I hate it. When we moved from Barliget, we went to a place called Zendaya. That was like the ugliest space I've ever seen. It was all red and a kick-out station. It was a nightmare. And we'd be camped and get killed left and right. I mean, it's part of Brave Newbies to die a bunch of times. But I mean, at least in prettier space than that. That was so ugly. Zendaya. And I don't even know how they picked that place. There had to have been a better place for us to stage out of to take catch. But nope, it was Zendaya. They got so good, it was a kick out that went straight down, right? You know, those, I think it was, and it was a Concord, but I think it was a Mar. I'm almost positive it was a Mar with a little tube. And, so what Lumpy told us was that, and this might ruin Eve for you a little bit, but you probably already know. If you look up and look down, it's the same picture they use for the sky box and the basement or floor box. So if you spin your camera like this, right, you'll see that these two stars right here are the same two stars when you spin your camera like this. That's straight down. So when you undock, you're going to come out like at an angle every time. So it's best to, spin your camera, head straight down, turn on your micro warp drive. So what Lumpy did was, then you make your tactical saves, right? Well, what Lumpy did was he, there's a cheating system. That's interesting. What Lumpy did was he let, I think he let it run for uptime till downtime or something nuts like that. He gave us these insane saves. They were all in Corp bookmarks. You just right click. There was a whole bunch of undocks, right? That's all you had to do. They got so good at killing us. They would scan us down before even we were, like, when we were still in warp. They would be there and kill us. Like that. Ooh, they got him, huh? Look at that. Nice. That is a nice kill. I'm still gonna head down there anyway.
Warp drive active.
Thank you, Lifeline, for the link. Wow. That is like an insane amount of money. Although, you know what's kind of disappointing, Lifeline? No male exotic dancers in the cargo hold. I mean, what gives? You're gonna spend that much money and not grab some male exotic dancers?
Warp drive active.
Is Travis on? Yes, he is. And for those of you who don't know, Travis Kira, some people think he's a PL spy. I don't know. He's a pretty cool guy. He runs a lot of fun fleets. They're called bad idea fleets. He's really good, but sometimes they're really bad ideas. Man, that Marger kill is crazy.
Warp drive active.
We're in NC space. NC has nice space too. Look at that. How many PL are in Brave right now? Oh, I have no idea.
Warp drive active.
We get spies, but I don't even know where PL is. They're gone, and supposedly they're supposed to come back. I don't know. No, you know what? I know that some of the big PL guys, I know they're alts. But I don't know where they are or when they're coming back. Some people are in 3 rattlesnakes. Yeah, I wouldn't die to this. What could possibly go wrong? Are they ratting? Oh my god, did they leave a rattlesnake? Oh, he was a late warp. Where did he go?
Warp drive active.
3 rattlesnakes. I have no idea who that. Yeah, what was it, code guy or whatever? That's funny. Oh, those code guys.
Warp drive active.
There's just 3 rattlesnakes hanging around here. And a harpy. But the harpy isn't. I think the harpy is just there. Where the hell is this rattlesnake?
Warp drive active.
Who are these guys? Industry member, gatekeepers. Now, Moonman, were you war decked or did he just kill you? Like, was he a code guy who decided just to kill you? Yeah, they're probably like 40% spy. That is true. Okay, we got another person here. Let's see. No. Just the harpies there. They must be doing a comp. No, they're leaving. No, wait, they're not. They're not. They're not. Oh, really?
Warp drive active.
He just killed you because you're new? You should join Brave Newbies then. He said that he was a reformed aspirant and the age of the new order. Eve is not safe. High Sec is not safe. Oh boy, sounds like a code guy. Yeah, that sounds like a code guy. Wow, 23 reds.
Warp drive active.
Eve's, if he killed you, Moonman, by the way, in an area where if you're brand new, in an area where he's not supposed to kill you, you can file a petition to get him in trouble, I think. I remember Eve recently changed to like be more new player friendly, and there's certain areas where you start out and you go to get your first missions that you can't really mess with the new players because it's kind of griefing. So, but was he killed, Moonman, was he killed by Concord later? 23 reds, wow, that's a
Warp
lot.
drive active.
Or Moonman, if you want to troll him back, just say that it's an alt of yours and that you're just going to report him for griefing, and you don't have to, but you can just troll him out. They get so pissed when you do that. Huh. Not killed by Concord. Or just convo him and talk to him. And just be really friendly. You'd be surprised. There's this one time this guy, he engaged. I didn't know what low sec was, and he engaged me, and he engaged me on a gate, and he like killed me like that. Of course, it didn't help that I was completely panicking. My brain turned to mush, and I targeted the gate, and I was just like totally like, oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing. And so he he combos me. He goes like, hey, what was that? And I go, oh yeah, I targeted the gate. And he's like, huh, well here's your, a ship that, well, look at this gate. I never saw it that way. He's like, here's a new ship, here's everything. But that's more low sec. You might get that in high sec a little. He just said K. Oh, that is funny.
Warp drive
Oh,
active.
welcome to Eve. It's a rite of passage for us all. But if you want, join Brave Newbies. We're always taking people. You can come get killed by better players in a much more dangerous part of space. But like, you're in this thing called catch defense, which if you're in trouble, that's awesome, Moon. That is awesome. Because if you ever get caught, you just push the W's or the X's. And supposedly they're supposed to be right there. Supposedly. We kind of have ADD, ADHD. Brave Newbies. It is, you can contact Professor Push, that's me right now, in game. This is a member, or if you want to do it later, just check it out. You can check out bravenewbies.org. That's our website. And go there and click on apply, and it'll walk you through like how to do it.
Warp drive active.
And then, you'll have a better, hopefully, more backup from one of mine or something. Hopefully. And if not, you'll be killed by really good players who you would not have a chance of fighting back with, so. Oh, he's a code guy. What's his name? Mr. XO-Far. These guys are terrible at PvP. Alright, let's see. Okay, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't PvP, he just likes killing new people. At least this tune. Which is fine, there's many different ways to play Eve. Let's take a look at this. His elite kill board, huh? Wow. Alright, so he kills and then he probably gets killed by Concord. Look at that kill board. 39%. Let's see his losses. He's ganked too, though. Do you know what the funny thing is? So he is probably... somebody put a bounty on him. So I guess that's new players who thought that does something. Oh, let me keep heading there.
Warp drive.
Yes, the retriever is a lot of money. That's what they do. You want to get a, you could get into Procure and brick tank it if you want, or join Brave and get out of high sec. You'll have a little better protection. But you'll also learn PvP. But yeah, the retriever is a lot. But that's what this person does, he just kills new players.
Warp drive active.
Which is, Oh, cool. Wonderful. Good to know, man. Make sure you're kind of, well, they'll walk you through it. Like, you don't come down before you're in the corp because they'll kill you. And don't, well, you know, you get an escort when you come in. And be careful, because once you join the corp, you'll be like war decked, which means that people will be trying to kill you. So just, if you can get here with an escort or something like that, you know, work on something.
Warp drive active.
And what? Oh, here's the thing with where he killed you. Where he killed you was 0.5, so he'd have enough time to kill you. If you were to stay in a slightly higher security space or closer to Concord, he wouldn't do it because he might not have enough time. That's why they pick 0.5 and, you know, 0.6 space, sometimes even 0.7. And then they look at your character
Warp drive active.
to see how long you've been playing. Oh, they went to the next system? Cool. Let's see. So if you want to mine, you could mine in a slightly higher security system.
Warp drive active.
They're in ZS? Alright, I'll head there. Ooh, an Astero. That would probably kill me. I just jumped.
Warp drive active.
Very cool, man.
Warp drive active.
Space Dart. Oh, you know what this person looks like? This person looks like a person in Brave. Let's see. We just got a message. Oh, this guy. Okay, you know what I was talking about. Yeah, they just do that stuff to troll you. This guy does it too. This idiot. Where is he? Zombie cowboy. Minor brains. Nom nom nom. That's another moron that you know, there's many different ways to play the game. Killing new players doesn't really appeal to me too much. Look at that new jacket. Alright, yes.
Warp drive active.
In comms, they're talking about World War II. This is usually common when you start, like, okay. Like, half-peeled banana. Yes. Yes. When you start getting to, like, the end of the EU time zone, and then to the American time zone, World War II always comes up in discussion. They're talking about the French. Here we are. Let's see what's here. Tornado. Look at that little caracal fleet. I am so dead. It'll be wonderful. Let's head to the worst place to go, which is the sun.
Warp drive.
The sun is the worst place to warp to. Let's talk in chat. Hi guys. Where's Cheetah? Yeah, I don't think my friends are. I don't have a Sino on board. Now they're talking about tanks. Can you imagine if... Woo!
Warp drive active.
Let's, where are they going? So if we had a Titan, and if I had a Sino, definitely. Oh my gosh, a Hulk and an Epithal. And that's people just trying to make a living. Oh, are there guns on this thing? There probably are.
Warp drive active.
They are having the most heated discussion ever in comms about the Panther tanks. Wow. You guys, Nully has some nice space.
Warp drive.
For those of you that don't know, Catch is probably the worst of the worst. No, second worst space you can live in. It's where we live, brave newbies. As far as it being ugly and not having like cool stuff around. Although it's close to high sec, so it's easy for new players to come in that join us.
Warp drive active.
No, I am not a recruiter. I think it might be faction spawn. Why not? I don't know. I don't do much PvE. No, I'm not a recruiter. My gosh, look at all these ships here. Goonsworn Federation provides content for something. We're under no obligation to provide content for our enemies. Sense of autonomy towards us gives you. I don't know. All I know is that this guy's quoting the Matani. I guess it takes all kinds. What's the range on those caracals? Come at me, bras. I'm gonna get wrecked. Oh my gosh. There's nothing I'm aligned to. Yeah, run. I showed him in my slasher. 60, huh? Okay. Hey, what's up? I'm locked. Oh no! Help me! So now we're in a little bit of PvP, which is nice. Lifeline, is this you? No, I'm not in a Raven. Not even in the slightest. Sinos away! No, I'm in a claw. Now, what you ideally see when somebody's doing this to you, right? Ideally, what you want to do is, yeah, no, not a Raven. I'd be so dead if I was a Raven. And they're still set to blue for sure. Why are you guys still set to blue?
Empty.
Let's see, manual pilot. So this person is autopiloting me at what are they autopiloting me at? Caracal Bros. This person is orbiting me with a traditional, if I could flip them, let's see. I don't think I can, not with my thing. Now here's the important part. Yeah, it's a little stiletto I'm in. Now here's the cool part. If I get, gotta go. If I had no nanite or field fire paste, that's a shame. That was a cool battle though. Definitely a good fight. If I had a better trajectory to bounce off, because he was doing, it looks like he was doing a manual pilot, I could have slingshotted him, but with 125 Gatling guns, it wasn't happening. But that was a cool fight. Rip. Indeed. Rip. And let's see. Where is it? I think he got a cool pod kill too. I think I had my squires and some other ones in there. Let's take a look. ¿Dónde está? Oh yeah, well. It was a new fit that I was trying. Where did I put my... I think that was a learning clone. I'll have to get more. Yes. He got a good pod kill, actually. Let's check it out. Oh, German. Nice. So the 125mm Gatling guns was the compromise, which was the trade-off between like... That's okay, I don't need any help. Which is like the trade-off between what I was trying to do with this fit. It had a decent tank, but the problem with stilettos was their power grid. I've flown a claw before that has like an extremely good PvP application. So this was like my stiletto compromise. Yes, this is the most important part. Female exotic dancers dropped, which is perfect. And I think he got the learning clone, which is good because that was pretty far. Where is my combat log? Castle. No. I guess they didn't post yet. That's odd. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna take a little while to update. I think you got a learning code, which is cool. I could try to help you with my PvPs and so, what I wanted to say is that there's another fit that, let's see if I could find it. That's pretty good if you're gonna do PvP like that with a claw. That's this one. This one is much more recommended for PvP. If you guys want to do a cool claw fit, do this one. I was trying to copy this with the stiletto, but the power grid is what killed me. Now, see, with the guns, we could put 3 200 automatics, autocannons on them, and this. All right, this thing pumps out DPS. It has a 200 reinforced rolled tungsten plate. We have small ancillary repair, this, and of course the gyro stabilizer for DPS. It looks like the stiletto couldn't apply DPS that well. Although it could tank, it looks like it was, which I was concerned about with the 125s. It looks like it was really weak with DPS. Why am I under show losses? Oh, here we go. See that? That's a nice kill he got. Good for him. He got the pod. Alright. So we have this one right here. Whoops. So we have this right here versus that claw I just showed you. With a defensive warp scrum. Oh, thanks. No, I mean, you have to. It was totally a fair fight. He was good, and it was in a stiletto, which was it's a stiletto. What are you gonna do? And I knew I was in a learning clone. I don't care. The thing to do when you get potted, or you have to analyze and see what worked and what didn't. This would have been better in the situation, but I didn't want to take this. I want to try something new. And that's what you do. Brave is kind of like that. If you watched our videos and stuff like that, you'll see that it's kind of how we are. Not all of us, I guess, but a lot of us. Pelican. And then he had me double scrammed. So you'd see two, he had my micro warp drive shut off, which I could have turned on if I outshot him. And then I was had the point on. So I was trying to do that while still applying DPS, but it's those 125s. That's really what did it. I could have switched to a different ammo, maybe, with like a barrage, but the stiletto, it still has like it still has a good amount of mids, but not enough, I think, to dictate a PvP fight with another one. At least I'm not used to. So that is that. Let us see. First, let's see what's on Undock. I think it quieted down outside. And thank goodness I don't have to update clones anymore. That was the worst. That was the worst. So this is a little claw that's like a taxi. And it looks like it's pretty quiet.
Docking permission requested.
And he came right up to me when he was on blue for some reason.
Docking permission.
So either I set Nelly to blue and never reset them, and I think I did when we did that when I was in the other corp, I think. So let me set them to neutral. Go here. Go here. Go here, because he came right up on me. And show contacts. That's what I want to do. Go to Nully and edit contact to neutral. And I think now they'll appear. Yeah, I think now they should. But no, it was totally a fair fight. He was good. Now, did he have a claw? I think he had a claw. Claws are such good ships. Actually, I'm going to take that claw out and let's see if we can go find another fight. Actually, let's go back to where he was with that claw. See if we can get a little revenge. What'd you say about my mother? Alright. Here we are again. Quaif 0. I don't need that. Some of that, some of that. Okay. I could go barrage. I think I can get him this time, though. You know what? I'm going to put a little barrage in there. Barrage or hail? Which one would really... No, I'm going to go with the barrage. Alright. We'll throw some barrage in there. How about... What do these guns hold? 96, so let's throw in 300. 300 barrage. I don't think I'm coming back from this trip, so let's do 300. We need the most important part. This is a inventory, yeah. We need the most important part of this. This right here, if you can see it, is the most important part you need in your cargo hold. Exotic Dancer's Mail. If you don't have that, you're going into battle unprepared. Now, what system was that? So let's go back to the kill board. Oh, it's going to take a little while to get there. Maybe we'll encounter something on the way there. And PvP, by the way, solo PvP, very difficult thing to do. If somebody does it better to you in a fair ship, you gotta take your hat off to them. That was cool. That was really cool. Oh, and since you guys know my fin already, let me move. Let's see if we can find him again. If we can find him again. Yeah, solo PvP is very difficult. You can kind of get used to it with like tackle and stuff. But it's probably one of the harder things you can do in this game. Oh, that's very good. Sometimes, like, I don't like, okay, we have this one player. His name is Killer GX, right? He's Russian. He always flies the same ship. I killed him recently, and I didn't want to because I was in a far better ship, but I don't know what he was doing. So I shot once, and I was in a Vagabond. I shot once, and he didn't warp away, like he just sat there. So I was like, do I want to kill him? And I shot again, and of course killed him. But he's always a very good sport about being killed. He's very good. He's in Black Aces, and he'll do honorable 1v1s. Tristan, nuding Tristan. That's kind of a nasty ship. Yes, Tristan. That would have wrecked me. I know a Tristan would have totally wrecked me. But it's the only way you can get better too, is to keep redoing something. Yeah, that's a nice alliance. Oh, we're in test space.
Warp drive activated.
That test was deployed. Oh, Magui. Magui's a nice guy. Mm-hmm. Transversal is very important. That's that little thing up here. Yeah, it comes more with like the feeling too. Once you do it a lot, you get kind of a feel for it. One of the probably things you want to try to avoid is to hit the orbit. Oh man, there's this on the Reddit for Eve. There was this cool let me see if I could find it. There was this awesome video, very in-depth, about how to solo PvP, and he is in a ship that I think he's in a slicer or something. I think I'm gonna find it. And he talks about transversal and all that other good stuff and spiraling in. It was a while ago. That's the problem with Reddit, is if you find a good video. Oh yeah, Chester, that's it. You saw it, okay. Manually piloting. Could you link that, Astro? Alright, let's see.
Warp drive active.
This video right here, the manually piloting by Chesser. This is a, thank you very much. This is a clinic in PvP frigates for slicers. It is really funny to see how he takes on these guys. This is like the cheaper. There's another video called yeah, he's very godly. There's another video called you can't, I think you have to do a Google search to find it, Bastionades, where a guy in a golem, which is a very expensive ship that's usually used for doing missions, uses them to break gate camps. This is my like cheaper version of that, because I can't, there's no way I could do a golem in a gate camp. I'd get killed. Let's bash. I found it. There's only one, when you Google it, there's only like one instance of it. I found it. And you can't find it because he uses, I'll post it. You can't find it because he uses, copyrighted music. I think that's why I made it private. What that guy does in a golem is sick. He takes enough damage to keep them there, and then he just reps fully back up. He repairs his ship, that means, you know, reps it. That's short for repairing. So he doesn't want to, you know, constantly repair it, because then they'll just lose interest and leave. It's sick. The thing is like billions and billions of ISK used for missions, and he breaks gate camps with it. Like if I had like tons of money, I think, no, I still wouldn't do that. I'd be so dead. It would be like way too many things to keep track of. You're keeping track of all these, you know, different aspects of input coming in. Damage. You know, when to rep, when not to rep. Yeah, the PvP going down. After that video, a lot of people in Brave had that idea. Oh man, that's gonna be nice. Then just go into head GP, just jump there. Yeah, but still, it's still very close. So the guy in Brave was using it to bust up head GP by himself, bust up head GP gate camps. It was insane. Eventually he lost the ship, but still. To like be on that cusp, you know? That's what's great about this game, is that you can make it pretty much whatever you want. There was a guy earlier who was killing miners for code. Not my cup of tea. Then there's this guy doing the bastionades, the golem. Yes, it is.
Warp drive active.
That code guy. And then there's the other guy, the other gentleman who was building the, what was he building? Oh, the Chimera. I almost said Chimera. He's building the Chimera. That's cool.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I forgot the name of the gentleman that killed me. Where is it? It's Jake Anthony. Oh my gosh, this guy's been like a lot of corporations already.
Warp drive active.
Now I think Nully should show up on my overview. And there's auto reload on. Good it is.
Warp drive active.
Even the scenery in this game is incredible. When what was it? When I first saw this game, actually, my wife is the one that saw this game. She's showing me screenshots, right? And she's like, "Isn't this beautiful?" And I was like, "Ah,
Warp drive active.
what are those in-game cutscenes or something?" So we'd look further into it. She's like, "No, that's the actual game itself." I'm like, that can't be the game. There's got to be a scam somehow. No game could look this good, you know, without using those quick time cutscenes or whatever there. And then sure enough, it looked incredible. And I still can't get over that. You could fly all over in this game and really see some just amazing scenery.
Warp drive active.
Oh, there's a gold rusher. I guess that's their version of the Sancho wishes to expand its borders. And if you don't know what that means, did you see a little pop-up? In V3, which is where we first arrived after Zendaya, we went to GE, which is next. It is very pretty. Which is next door. There's that pop-up, right? That pop-up will pop up every time you make that jump. So if you're moving things or going back and forth, it'll keep popping up. There's no option to turn it off. There's like a thread knot begging CCP with almost every member of like Brave, asking them please turn this thing off because it keeps popping up saying Sanchez's nation is expanding their borders. That's that, you know, version, and they can't turn it off for some reason. It's interesting, you know. There's no check mark box. You could say, you know, I saw it already, thanks. it'll pop up every time. So when we run like huge fleets or whatever, we'll be like, you know, be battle comms, which means everyone's kind of serious and quiet while people coordinate what's going on with the fight. Then they'll say, FC, FC, FC! Expanding their borders or something. Let's see. Oh, he just went that way. But I'm on to hunt bigger fish.
Warp drive active.
And then the FPSC will be like, die, please. Oh, it was. Disconnected from. Okay, the guy was Jake Anthony, right?
Warp drive active.
Yes, Jake Anthony. Oh, you know what we gotta see? We gotta see his well, it should be on my thing now. Let's see his kill boards. Fairly matched. 86. I'm like in the 80s or so.
Warp drive
What does he
active.
usually fly? We have two guys in the organization. We have more than two, but groups of men who sound exactly alike. Exactly.
Drive active.
5 more jumps until I die again. Which would be hilarious.
Warp drive active.
Space Start, that's a good name.
Warp drive active.
And then after this is a riding fleet. So if you're new, like Moon Miner, if you were to join us, there's riding fleets. Get on those. You will make a little bit of ISK. Actually, you should make pretty good ISK if you can salvage and stuff. I might go on that after this. Let's see.
Warp drive active.
Where is the just to make sure I'm not confusing my charge information. Okay. I have to stay right on this guy, which is good because he'll want to do that to me.
Warp drive active.
Yep, we get a lot of I know that we get a lot of applications, so it'll be time, but somebody will probably be with you. Oh wow, Evoke is at head G, not head. He's in The UQ gate with bubble up. They're capping it. There he is. There he is. No, Jake Anthony, come back. He's coming back. Okay, it's on. Round 2. And there's a crow. Alright. I'm gonna have to see if Jake Anthony chases me. Maybe I'll convo him, so let's meet somewhere. That's quite alright, Crow. I got stuff to do. Crow, I's gots to go. I's gots to go. You're not gonna stop me, Crow. This is between me and Jake Anthony. No, you're not gonna whore on the kill, Jake Anthony. Come on. Don't aggress. Come through, Jake Anthony. 7-0, Funilius. Alright, let's do the noob mistake and warp to the sun at 0. There he is, Jake Anthony in a stiletto. The other crow can't come through. He's quick locking. It's gonna be finished. Well, I have a substantial handicap from the crow, but we gotta keep trying, you know. We gotta go. Come on, Jake Anthony. There you are. 70. Smart guy. Let's do this. Round 2. I gotta be like right on top of him for this to work. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. And the crow guy's here.
Warp drive active.
And I'm going to die to the crow. You gotta be kidding me.
Is empty.
And a Hugin.
Warp drive active.
Go, go, go. Oh, I'm gonna get killed by a crow. No, I don't think he let me go. I got a little bit further away, so. Let me lengthen the stream. No, I slingshotted him is how I got away. But that was pretty cool. See, I knew that would work better, which was the claw, to him. And I hope he got the Mel exotic dance today with the intro in them. So see, you win some, you lose some in this game. Just all of that coming back. And then to die by that, which is pretty hilarious. And I knew that this would take his, So this is what I'd normally fly for a PvP fit. I slingshotted the crow is how I got out of him, but I couldn't go into warp quick enough. What I did was I hit the micro warp kind of when I was getting out of there, and then that added to my cigarette. Yeah, Very true. At least they did show up. That added to my signature radius bloom, making me a faster lock, and the inertia I couldn't align quick enough. So, even if I did get away, it's still pretty cool. Or didn't get away, it's still pretty cool. Now there is a riding fleet up. Where is... Let's see, where is the riding fleet? This is like an awful fit, by the way. This Munin. Oh, this is like... We were running these riding fleets last night, and that's what this is. It's not good. Actually, I should probably do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break, grab something to eat, and I'll be on later. Thank you for watching. Hit the follow button. Follow me next time. Thank you for the comments, the info, the intel, and everything else. And thank you for joining. Yeah, and that's about it. So I will talk to you later. I'm the Faustian Man. You can also follow me on Twitter, and I'll have this page updated and everything like that. So take care, and then maybe I'll do the riding fleet after I grab some food. See ya. Adios, Astronostic.